Let's Talk Laredo College makes its way into 2026. I was going to say Happy New Year, but it's already going to be February. Dr. Benita Ramirez, President of Laredo College. How are you?
I'm well, Ruben. Good morning, and good morning, everyone. It's almost WBCA. Well, it is WBCA, and so we're enjoying our winter, but we're excited about this spring semester and all the wonderful things happening on our Laredo College campuses. There's so many exciting things happening, and certainly things that we're looking forward to.
Yeah, and really a lot of people hit the ground running as soon as convocation was over, and even before for some people. But so many things have happened already over the month of January that we can touch on, including two instances where the community continues to support Laredo College and the mission of Laredo College. I don't know what you want to start with, the Fun Fest, or you want to start with Texas Community Bank?
I think Texas Community.
Yeah, let's maybe because that was $1 million.
Yeah.
So Texas Community Bank.
Yes, and so Mr. Douglas McDonald, CEO of Texas Community Bank, and their board of directors very graciously donated to Laredo College $1 million. And so this actually transpired in December, and it was actually the last day that we were on campus, that Wednesday, and I was walking on campus from the commander's house because I was checking on things we were going to close it up for the holidays, and so I was walking back to my office, and my phone rings. And it's Mr. McDonald. And so I answer the phone, and we exchange niceties. He's always so gracious and so kind and loving and warm. And then says, well, I have some news for you. And I said, really? And he said, yes, we just finished a board of directors meeting. And guess what? The board of directors is gifting the college $1 million. And I literally screamed out in the open. People showed up to make sure I was okay, but it was a moment of truth for all of us. I think it was a moment of reflection for the things that we've been able to accomplish over the last 3.5 years. It was a moment of appreciation and honor because it was an unsolicited gift. This was something that Mr. McDonald and his board of directors saw the great things that are happening at Laredo College and our South Campus as well, and they felt that they needed to contribute so that we could continue to expand and grow the programs that we're initiating and the programs we already have, but at the same time to offer underserved students who are economically disadvantaged, to meet their cost of attendance so that they can come and they can continue and they can finish their college degrees. And this is just to couple our Palomino Pledge, our free textbooks, our meal plans and again, all of these services and promises that we have to our students, to our communities that we serve, the 3 counties, only to be enhanced by this amazing and generous gift of Texas Community Bank, Mr. McDonald, and the board of directors of Texas Community Bank. We're so grateful. I every time I see Doug, I hug him and I thank him. But there's our families are related, and so I grew up always looking up to Doug and respecting him for his kindness and for always, I always say this about Doug is he says what he means and he means what he says. And I know that, and I knew all along that if we were ever in a pinch, that I could always go to him and ask for help. But I hadn't yet because we were doing okay and we were all right. And I really was leaving that for an emergency. But he wanted to do this, and so did his board, because they know that currently, we were facing some things that we really need to expand. And only because, we've had conversations. I meet with him, at least 2 or 3 times a year to discuss how we're doing. And so, again, extremely grateful to them, to Texas Community Bank. $1 million is a lot of money. And over the course of the years, we're going to make it grow. We're going to give away funding, but we're also going to make sure that we make this gift last a lifetime.
Yeah. And how do you make that work for the students?
So part of the agreement is we're going to put half of the gift in a long-term endowment so that it generates interest. And over the course of the next 4 or 5 years, that interest that is generated is what we're going to be able to give to students. So long after we're all gone, 20 years from now, Texas Community Bank's gift is going to continue to give scholarships for future students. So the idea is, how do we make this gift be long-term sustainable and long-term impacting to students of this community? We don't know what's going to happen next year or 5 years from now. And we want to make sure that students who come to Laredo College have what they need to go to school, get the education they deserve, and the life that they deserve and want.
Douglas McDonald, a very, very humble man. You spoke very highly of him and had some very nice words for him to do at the presentation. And he didn't want to talk.
No.
But that's just the kind of man that he is.
That's right. So when he does talk, listen.
Better listen, yeah.
Yes. So he always says, he says to us all the time, he says, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them accordingly.
There you go. The other announcement that we had was the presentation by AEP that they're going to sponsor Fun Fest for 2 years.
That's correct. So one of the things we've done these last since I became president of Laredo College was all of our major events. We have seeked out title sponsors for them to make sure that while we provide this basically huge open house for the community of who we are, what we do, and give our students an opportunity to do something for the community, we also didn't want it to be a drain on the college budget. And so AEP, extremely generous, for the last 2 years has been our title sponsor for our Fun Fest, which is coming up at the end of February. And we're inviting everybody to come join Laredo College, AEP's Fun Fest on the Fort McIntosh campus. It's going to be a great day. We're going to have a lot of exciting things going on. We're going to just have a good time that day. And so please join us. And AEP will actually be here and have exhibits of things and talk about opportunities for employment with AEP. Many of our graduates are now working with AEP, and so it's a great partnership. And we're very grateful to all of the AEP Foundation folks. And I can't say enough about that, but their commitment is for another 2 years. So they're committed. They were committed last year. They're committed this year, and now they've committed for 2 more years.
Wow! So
it's going to be great.
Fun Fest has been longer running than Fall Fest. It's
Absolutely.
Been on this campus for how many years? Do you know?
I think I know it goes back to the early 1980s. I think when I was a student here, back in the 70s, it didn't exist, but in the late 80s, it took hold, and it was through WBCA's request that they were trying to figure out how do we get the schools involved and everybody have an event. And so the dates have moved around over the course of the years because of weather, because of timing, because, everything. So yes, so this year it's I think the last event of WBCA. It falls on Fridays.
Saturday, February 28th.
Saturday, February 28th on the Fort McIntosh campus. So we're also adding a job fair, and that job fair is going to be for jobs that are open on the college campus. That'll be in the Falcon Room. So if anybody's interested in looking for employment on the Laredo College campus, you can come. There'll be people there to help you fill out the job application and find out what's available. But that is also on our website, so please come and have fun at FunFest. But that day during FunFest, we will also be registering for the second 8-week start. So the Lerma Peña building and all the enrollment management team, financial aid, registration, everybody will be there to support and help community people who want to come register for the second 8 weeks, but also come and have fun, right? Or come and eat, a funnel cake or tacos or something, and enjoy the entertainment and the booths that are put on by our students and our departments, the different departments. And so it's going to be a great day for everyone.
And we've talked about it in the past. It brings the community together. We kill like 1,000 birds with one stone. As you mentioned, if they're interested in taking classes, this would be a good day to come by because the folks are going to be here. If anybody's interested in a job, there's going to be folks for that. But really, the way the community comes together for this event, it means a lot because it helps us to show everyone what Fort McIntosh is.
It's a lot of fun, and for young people, for seasoned people like me, we have a great time. Hopefully it's a warm day and throw on some shorts and tennis shoes and come out and join us. But again, all of this made possible through AEP.
Yeah. Let's switch gears here, Dr. Renovations. Let's talk about the things that are happening on campus. We have a new hall that's been renovated, Domingo Arechiga Hall. Is that going to be opening soon? Yes. What's the timeline on that?
So the Dr. Domingo Arechiga, we call it hall, right? It is a national historical landmark, and most people don't know that. But it was one of the original barracks of the officers that were stationed here during the middle 1800s. And so what we did, it had been closed up for a long time. We unboarded it. We went in and looked at what needed to be done. And we were able to, we got a generous gift from the Moody Foundation, in addition to some funding that we had set aside from the old bond. And we were able to renovate the building. Right now, we're waiting for, it's been a almost 2.5 year process because we've been having to annually use deferred maintenance funding to continue to redo that building because it has beautiful, beautiful wood floors. We obviously had to rewire a lot of the electrical, but it is beautiful. And so hopefully, as soon as we get all the furniture in this spring, probably by April or May, we should have a rededication of the facility. I know that the Texas Historical Commission wants to come, the Moody Foundation people want to come, and it is something that all Laredoans can be proud of, but certainly former students of Laredo College will remember Arechiga Hall going in there to register with Miss West, because that's where the president's office was, that's where registration was, everything was in that building. And so I was a student employee in that building. And so it really is taking it back to its original state. And so I think it's something we can all be proud of.
And it'll be used for what purposes?
And so that will turn into the advising center.
Oh, nice.
All of our advisors will then be housed in one location. Because right now we have them kind of scattered in different places. And the core of them are in the Lerma Peña building on the second floor. But the idea is, how do we make that a one-stop advising center? And so it doesn't matter what campus you're registering for. It won't matter what program you're registering for. You will get service in one location. Ideally, you'll walk out with a academic plan, a career plan, and a financial aid plan. And that's the goal, right? That may take us a while as we're developing that process.
Sure.
But we are revamping advising, because we know that through advising, through that guided pathway of advising, students will not only come, but they will stay in school and they will graduate faster and with zero debt.
Nice. So that's coming down the pike. What else do we have? Anything at the South Campus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on at the South Campus. One is, so our regional law enforcement academy facility has been renovated completely. And that was, we gutted out the basement of that facility. It's the Henry Cuellar building, and we gutted out the basement. We've converted that into a total training facility.
Nice.
It was wasted space. And so now it's beautiful. And then the classrooms, we're starting to, all of the South Campus is almost 25 years old. And so the furniture, we're starting to replace furniture, and we started there. And so the huge classroom, it's got an auditorium style classroom. It's got two, actually. And one we've already remodeled. And it is state of the art. All the equipment is state of the art equipment. Our advisory committee from the law enforcement program has been supporting and advising our development of that program. And so we're really proud of not only our TCO recognition of our regional academy, but certainly all of our partners that send their cadets to our regional academy. That program is very unique and very special to us because that is where law enforcement is trained. Now, people off the street cannot come and sign up for the regional academy, but they are sponsored by a law enforcement agency. Could be a federal, a state, or local agency, and all of the surrounding counties send their officers to get trained here. And so our accreditation there is outstanding. And I know for a fact that for at least the last 6 or 7 years, we have had 100% passing in the academy, because the test is not easy,
right?
And it's not open book. So we're really proud of Mr. Donald Hale, who runs the academy, and both of his assistants and the entire team. We have some adjunct faculties that are incredible, and guest lecturers that come in and talk to them. And so we're really proud of that program, and I commend them for keeping not only the academy going, but the integrity and the excellence of that academy.
Yeah.
The day that we were all freezing, they were out there working. And even last year during the freeze, because, and of course I was like, oh no. And Mr. Hale very quickly told me, ma'am, as law enforcement agents, we don't get to stay home. And so they need to get used to it.
Yeah.
And so I commend him for that. And honestly, I send a shout out to all law enforcement agents, all of our law enforcement people you and I were having a conversation about this earlier. You know, it's remarkable how we take for granted the safety that we enjoy in this community. And yesterday was I think our law enforcement people were on exhibit at the mayor's State of the City event, but I really send a shout out to our police chief, Chief Jose Hernandez, to the City of Laredo Police Chief, Mike Rodriguez, and to our fire chief, Guillermo Hurd, and all of the chiefs that federal and state and county, we want to recognize them and we want to thank them. Yeah. And you're going to see them at every event that you go to for WBCA. They're there, keeping us safe and making sure we can have a good time.
They're not there to party.
No,
they're there to look for threats
and making sure that we have the space to have fun.
Absolutely. And that building at the south, that's ready to go, Dr.
It's ready.
Okay.
So we're going to unveil that and have some tours and open houses in March. Mm-hmm. We're probably going to do it right after spring break. Dr. Heriberto Hernandez and Mr. Donald Held are working on that. And we should probably put it out to the community and the advisory in the next few weeks.
And the automotive center that's out there, is that going to be also another?
So the automotive center is complete. And the Raquel Gonzalez Automotive Center, we're also finishing up. We remodeled and added an entire wing to that. It saddens me that even with the addition of the new wing and the expansion of the program, we've already outgrown it. And so that's a good problem to have, I know. But our faculty keep asking for, can we do this? Can we do that? Can we add this? Can we add that? And so I commend the faculty there. Mr. Freddy Garcia is the chair of the Automotive Center, and Freddie does a great job of pulling people together and having his own advisory group from the different automotive centers here, the dealerships, and making sure that the people that graduate are ready for the next step, which is employment. And that one we will probably do in either April or May. Okay. Because we need to upgrade. I know that it's new or it's newly remodeled, but we were using some of the older compressors that we're waiting for to come in to upgrade to a higher standard and bigger size, because now we have bigger spaces. And then we will open that to the public as well. But that will probably be in April around our car show.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, yeah, it's a car show, so that's awesome. Back here at the Fort McIntosh campus, it's been a long time coming. It's probably one of the buildings that so many people ask us about, the Lamar Bonita Vergara Environmental Science Center. Right. When are we working on that getting going?
So I was just there yesterday again. I try to go there at least 2 or 3 times a week in the mornings to check and see where we're at. I think we're much closer to the end than we are to the beginning, obviously. But it has been a long journey to fix that place up. And again, we're using our funds because there is no funding for that. And that the plan is Earth Day falls, I think, on the 20th or the 22nd, and we're going to do it on that Friday. Because every school has events going on Earth Day, and we'd like to open it to the community and to the public that Friday and Saturday to come in and see. So plan around Earth Day, which is also April, but it is beautiful. And what we've been able to do is we've redone all of the facilities. We added 2 new facilities, which was a new receiving area, a clinic where our sick animals or intake of animals can be done. We have some incredible local vets who volunteer and come in and check on our animals, and so we needed to have a space for them. We renovated the main building, where we will be able to do a classroom setting and actually do teaching. And so ideally, we will have classes come in and we'll start the teaching there and then move them out into the center area where all the animals are located out in the open. The facility where we have all the reptiles and all of our fish tanks and things, snakes, all of that is almost complete. That should be finished probably within the next 3 weeks or so. And we've already started relocating some of the animals into their spaces. And then eventually is filling the aviary with all of our exotic birds. Our aviary is huge,
Yeah.
and it is just gonna be beautiful. And so we're thankful for being able to offer that. We hope to partner with the Imaginarium and create some a full package, right? Where you can come half day to the Imaginarium or for a couple hours to the Imaginarium and then a couple hours at the Environmental Center, and vice versa. You can start at the Laredo College Environmental Center and then move on to the Imaginarium. And so how do we create those packages and include lunch with either one of our food vendors or they can bring their sack lunches, whatever it is. And so, the idea is creating a space that is a learning environment, again, that provides a community atmosphere.
Oh, and guess what? It's at a college, Fort McIntosh campus of Laredo College, and so it's just an opportunity for people to come and see what we offer. And you never know, somebody from one of those visits may inquire about the college and eventually be a student. There's just so many opportunities.
There is, and we have George the turtle, we have the raccoons, we have the alligators. And the alligators are being moved back in probably in the next 2 months. So that takes a little longer because we've had to rehabilitate them while all this is going on. And we have the javelin. The javelinas are there. Our little deer is there. The minute you walk into the reptile area, the rattlesnakes go off, right? And so it freaks you out the moment. But they're in their what is it called? Their aquarium. I call it an aquarium, but it's not. I mean, it is an aquarium, but it's space. And before, our spaces were quite small, and now we have these much larger spaces that are more appropriate for the animals and give them that space to grow and expand and really feel like they're in the free.
Yeah.
So,
to wrap up, academically, anything that we need to know about what's happening this spring?
well, academically, we have we received information about our SACS accreditation, and things came out extremely well. Well, our 5th year review, things came out extremely well. We're very proud of that because that allows us to continue to move forward. We have all of our classes, the option of face-to-face, hybrid, or online is there for everyone. Keep in mind that we have, right now we're in the first 8 weeks, and in, let's see, we already did 2 weeks, so in the next 6 weeks, we start our second 8-week program. So if you didn't get a chance to register for the first 8 weeks, come and register now. Come talk to our folks. Call the Lerma Peña building, ask for enrollment management, or ask for recruitment, or ask for admissions, and somebody will be there to help you. And a real shout out to our faculty and our department chairs and deans, because in all areas, workforce and on the academic side, because one, we start the evaluation process of all our faculty that we do annually this spring, every spring. They're also continuing to develop and reassess their own teaching. So our program assessments, we do these internal program assessments over the summer to do that self-evaluation of what did we do for X, Y, or Z, and do we need to adjust the syllabus, and do we need to adjust our teaching. And so that programmatic review is something that not everybody does, but that's the way we stay relevant. That's the way we stay up to date with what we're doing. We talked about the automotive center. We talked about the police academy. We talked about, we can talk about Homeland Security like we can talk about English or math or science. And so how those things develop and how they change using technology and using AI, there's ongoing reassessment of our programs so that we're not living in 1965 and we're not faced with technology from the 70s or the 80s, that we're living in today. And so a real shout out to all of them for all the work they do. And lastly, to thank the enrollment management team for really creating a space of welcome. The idea that people walk into that building now and everybody says good morning or good afternoon or how can we help you, or it really has become much more open. On most days you can walk in there and find popcorn and there's everybody's trying to recreate that atmosphere of thank you for coming, how do we help you? Everybody deserves a chance in life. Everybody. And if you have an education, you will receive that opportunity. Remember, success comes when opportunity collides with preparedness. And when that happens, you will be successful. Let us help you. That's what we're here for.
My final question is, how are you, Dr. Ramirez? How is Dr. Minita Ramirez doing?
I'm doing well. Some days are a little more challenging than others. But I've never been prouder of my work than I am today. And I've never been prouder to serve with some of the most amazing people who do extraordinary things every single day because they want to, they choose to be here, they love Laredo College, and they love our students. And they know that what we're doing makes a difference. Makes a difference in the lives of everyone. And that's the only way we're going to make Laredo a better place to live and to learn.
Well, I hope to get you in here next month, which is already in a few days, but maybe before Fun Fest. It's always fun getting to talk to you about what's happening here on campus and getting your insight, Dr. Ramirez. Anything that I didn't leave out, that I left out to mention?
You did.
What?
Thank you to our CMRO team and to our grants team, because they're doing amazing work as well, trying to keep up with the changes and keep up with what's happening. Everybody's doing something, and our PR team is trying to keep up with everybody's happenings, including mine. And all of you do a great job trying to get the word out to everyone. And our grants team, who is picking up the slack. Where the government is making cuts, our grants team is picking up the slack, trying to find private grants to support the work that we continue to do every day. So I thank this community for supporting Laredo College always, but I thank you all for sharing that with everyone else and the team that we have assembled at Laredo College South and here at the Fort McIntosh campus to make Laredo College a great place to work.
Amen to that. And just as a closing reminder, we have committee meetings next week. We have a board meeting. All of those are made public. They're all live streamed on our Laredo College YouTube channel. LCTV takes care of that. So if you're interested in these meetings for whatever reason, or you just want to know more,
Log in.
log in, check them out because they'll be there and they stay there on demand. So if anybody wants to go
Yeah,
back,
if you want to know what we're doing, if you want to hear what's happening,
Yeah.
log into our board meetings. We invite you.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Arvidas, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ruben.
God bless you. And we'll see you soon.
Yes.